Hey chat, we're gonna go live very soon. How's your day going? Oh, look at that. We got gift subs coming in from Rock and Rolla. Thanks for the gift sub. Hype train's already started. Rigatona. Wait, Rigatogna. Kind of look like rigatoni for me. Thanks for the Prime sub. And the Bosslin has continued their Prime gift to tier 1. I'm not sure what that message means, but it sounds like it's a continuation. Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you, Julie. Yeah, it is Legacy Night. Legacy is a fun time. This is episode 3. So if you haven't yet checked out the other Legacy games, you don't have to. You can hang out and enjoy what's going on tonight. It is going to be a different vibe, and there will be some modified rules. I've put a document up. It's pinned in Twitch chat, and it's in the YouTube video description. That will allow you to sort of follow along and see what happened in the first 2 episodes and the modifications that's in play. Oh, Odd Garrett, awesome. So they had a gifted sub and they continued it with their Prime sub. That's such a specific message, but that's a good way of reading it too. Hey, Jumanji. Happy Trans Day of Visibility as well. Is that actually today? I didn't know. Yeah, happy Trans Day of Visibility as well. I feel bad. I should have shouted out. Random Clocktower question from Lovey Baby. If a demon and an unproc full is in the final 2, would that be considered the final 3? It's a funny idea, but no, it wouldn't. But there's been some situations with an Al Hadikia, and in theory, with a fool that's unprocced and somebody else that maybe can't die at night, and they all choose to live, and so they all die, and then the demon loses. Is that what it says, Nemenya? Let me just see. I might have copy pasted it. It's not right. I'm reading it says player bonus abilities once per game. Visit the Storyteller and choose a player. They are safe from the demon. Unless it says it somewhere else, maybe at the end. Oh, yep. Yay. Neutral Steve with the text to speak. The only time that text to speak works right now is if you're resubbing. Oh my gosh. Hey, the Whalium worked. Woo, splash. Thank you, Steve, for the 20 gifted subs. He's in the game playing. What a way to drop the subs and leave. Hello, Ashelon from YouTube chat. So the Whalium thing is cool. It's a new feature. I still am working on getting some sound effects to it, so it needs to have some like fun little noises and the splash when the water goes over. But shout out to that. That animation triggers whenever you gift 5 community subs in chat. So shout outs Neutral Steve for that one. So yeah, you are correct. The MVP reward at the end of game 2 was wrong because it was copy pasted from the previous one. I had it like double, and so yeah, I just fixed that, so that should be good now. Ooh, there's how in Google Docs you can see like the people who are like working on it. Let me just put this here real quick. I can see somebody's an anonymous Nyan cat. Is that actually a random thing? I always get these. I've never seen this cool colored animated one. That's pretty cool. Yes, Hillary in YouTube chat. Happy Trans Day Visibility as well. Okay, so let me just make sure you guys can hear the chat.
That is the
bullshit is what it is. Sorry.
That is, you can trade things that are not tangible, aka future rent on this property if I trade with you.
Oh, right.
And the third house.
It sounds like they're talking about Monopoly house rules, but I don't know. Maybe they're just all landlords and I don't know it. House rules. Yeah, Legacy Night's gonna be fun. I have a really cool announcement coming up as soon as we drop the game before we start Legacy tonight. I have a cool little tidbit I get to bring to you. Oh, that's cool, Cyblade. Like honestly, like yeah, you prefer to catch the Twitch streams or YouTube streams. There's something cool about like YouTube streaming and just being able to kick back. I prefer like when I'm chilling on my couch, I watch YouTube streams rather than Twitch. I just like the YouTube client better on my PS5. And at that 11 months from Lovey Baby. Thanks, Lovey Baby, for the 11th month sub. So there's something about the YouTube chat, which is just, it's a lot of fun. It's like chill. I know they don't make it very easy to interact in chat. So I appreciate you taking the time to chat from there. All right. Big announcement at the top of the hour. Fun legacy game. We're only doing one game tonight. I'm working tonight. There's like a bunch of stuff happening, but I said I will be here for my stream. I'm not giving up my stream. I'm here for you. So we are only doing one game, but we'll make it a nice fun one. Hopefully they don't re-rack in day one, because then we'll have to find out what we're going to do. And it's going to be crazy. That's it. Happy Trans Day of Visibility. We'll be back in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. Time that right. Hey everybody, welcome to Monday Night Clocktower here at the Grim. I am your stream host and storyteller for the night, Lawmaker Steve, and I am joined by 12 amazing acolytes. Oh my gosh, it's been one of those weekends. Acolytes, and we are here to play some Legacy Clocktower. So say hi, amazing acolytes.
Hi,
acolytes. Hello, amazing
Acolyte.
acolytes.
It's not Aconites. From now on, it's Aconites.
It's got to be from now. Oh my god, one slip of the tongue,
especially
and
for
you'll
evening
never live
streams.
down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Especially for Legacy stream.
Yeah.
Canon now, sorry.
Oh, I think I already forgot all the other Legacy in jokes. What was the other in jokes we had? We mispronounced something else, right?
Molotov, wasn't that one of them?
What was it? Somebody in chat.
Molotov Clock Tower.
Mazel tov, clock.
Mazel tov.
It was.
Clocktower. I don't think that was legacy though.
No, that
No.
was my Mazel tov cocktail. Remember? That's why I got my special. My special
Man,
little
I
thing.
can't remember. Somebody in chat will remind us. Anyways, welcome to our very professional stream. You guys didn't see it, but like there was a black screen for like 2 seconds because I mistimed the transition from cinematic to this. Oops. I've only been doing this for over a year now. You think I'd be better at it. I'm not. All right. Big news. We've been entrusted with some secret information. I was sworn to a death pact. I wasn't allowed to tell anyone. And now I get to tell you guys, both you players and Twitch chat, and I'm about to hit post and send this message out to the world on Reddit. We have been granted the exclusive announcement rights to let you guys know the dates for the upcoming Las Vegas Clocktower Con 2025. It is happening. It's official. And we are going to be there. I know I will be there. I think a lot of the Grim members will be there. We've made it sort of our kind of like the home con for. It's close to my home, so I feel like it's my home con. I know the Vegas, sorry, the DC one's happening. The final 3 cons happening very soon, and there will be a lot of people there as well. But last year at the Vegas con, we had our own room. We got to hang out. We set up constant games for the entire convention running in that room. And I want to take that and expand it to even more next year. So it is awesome. If you haven't gone, you should. You have to buy tickets. So here's the dates. Are you ready? The Vegas Clocktower Con 2025 will be happening from October 24th to October 26th.
All right. Yay.
That is, in fact, the last weekend of October. It does not overlap with Halloween this year, so Halloween must be on like a Thursday or something, maybe a Friday. I don't know.
It's like 5 days
Friday.
after we get back.
I already have plans.
Come on.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Vegas over Halloween is fun.
Oh wait, I gotta set a flag. What flag is this for Reddit? It's not online play. It's not home. Oh, it's an announcement. Yes, announcement. There we go. Send it. Okay, it's on Reddit. Go upvote it. Link to a clip where I just announced it. Anyways, October 24th to the 26th. We have announced the dates. Tickets are not quite on sale yet, but there is a mailing list, so you can go to the website, vegasclocktowercon.com. You can opt in for the mailing list and join their Discord. I think they will be blasting a more official announcement tomorrow is the plan, or in the coming days. However, we're going to be there. We plan to be a big part of it, and we hope you can come visit and play with us. I've been both years it's existed, and it's been a really, really fun time. So that's the big announcement.
Are we going to have our own room again?
I think at least we're going to have our own room, Rob. It hasn't been official. Like, as far as I know, we haven't even announced like the venue, right? The tickets aren't open. We haven't announced the venue so far. I've only been allowed to announce the dates, but the venue announcement should be coming soon. But assuming there's space, I believe, yes, we will host our own room. I asked if we could be as involved as last time, at least, if not more so. And so what I'd love to do is like have 2 rooms, one for scheduled games and one for pickup games. I think that would be a good balance of things, because I want to make sure people get their Clocktower fix.
Certainly like a space for socializing with people, and then playing.
Yeah, I mean, last time part of the problem is when you put up when you make the events, right? You say, okay, these are the events we're doing in this room for the 2 days. People go in and those fill up really, really fast, like instantly. And a lot of times it's the same people that signed up for all of them. And then when the day comes and it's like you're hanging out and you're doing it, a lot of people didn't show up for the scheduled game, so there were plenty of like spaces for people to just drop in and play. But there's no real easy way to communicate that. So a lot of people just stayed away from our room the whole time because they didn't realize that we were even accepting walk-ins, because it didn't look like we did. So that's why I'd love to have just one room with nothing but pickup games. So you always have a chance to come and drop in and play with us. And the other one would be more scheduled events. And we can, if we want to do something crazy, then we can do that and still have the other room doing something more normal. So there'll be options. So we'll see.
Cool.
Rob, are you coming this year?
Mentioned when you can wander around and just kind of
pick up on
a pickup game.
Yes.
Maybe.
You road tripping, Rob?
I hope so, Rob. Rob was going to surprise us last time,
America?
but he wasn't able to. A road trip?
I almost did it, and then I couldn't, and then I felt bad.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is that I think it was Joe told me like that there was going to be a surprise person that was coming to drop in, and we spent the whole time going, "Who is this surprise person?" And then turns out it was going to be Rob, and I was sad when I realized he didn't make it.
I even bought airfare and everything.
Wow.
That stinks.
Yeah.
Also, shout outs right now because Rob's on call, so Rob might need to drop at a moment's notice. However, he does have what we like to do is a shadow for situations like this for some of the bigger games, and Rob really wanted to play in this. Mike has volunteered to be Rob's shadow, so Mike is in spectator right now. So for tonight's game with Rob, instead of Rob going into like private chats, Rob will stick to the 5 rooms on the side, and then Mike can drop in and listen to all his conversations. And Mike, I will message you so you know what Rob is, because I feel like that's at least worth it. Yeah.
Plus,
unfortunately, you can't.
I'm in a
select
chat by
yourself.
myself with no one else.
Mike could just also click player and follow Rob, right?
You
What's
can
that?
only do that if you get Grim access, and he can't have Grim access if he's going to drop in and play.
Right.
That's right.
We don't have to do this tonight, but I did just think of a better way that we could do this, because Rob could get in a Discord call with Mike and share his screen so he could see what's going on.
That's a lot of
that's a good idea.
technical know-how from Rob.
Yeah.
I have faith in you, Rob.
Steve already knew my answer.
You think
Steve
you
already
can
knew my
do
answer.
that?
I do think that would work though, if we could get that set up for sure.
Steve knew
All
my
right.
answer.
Yeah.
I
you're
just
right.
Rob, aren't you a surgeon?
Would the audio be like if you're using the audio on the Clocktower app and using it
As-
on?
No, it'd be fine. You can do
Yeah,
audio in multiple places. It's just video that gets finicky on Windows.
Surgeons have people to do their admin for them.
Accurate.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go set up a bag with chat. Any other major announcements? Final 3 Con is coming soon. If you don't have tickets yet, it's probably too late, but maybe you can just go stand outside and play in the lobby. I'm sure there'll be a lot of Clocktower going on in the lobby.
Please do not come and play in the lobby.
You heard Becca. Please come and play in the lobby. Clip it and edit it.
No, I said please do not come and play in the lobby.
Besides that, we have
It's a really nice lobby to play in, for the record.
April 12th, which will be not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. It's the next World Cup game already. World Cup round 2 has already begun. We've gone through the entire first round. It's not too late to vote if you haven't yet. Go watch all the previous VODs and then make your vote heard. There's still 2 open right now. There are script changes underway, so all the script authors get to make changes between rounds. And then you can, we're going to see them again. So I think we're doing One More Day versus Trained Killer. And that'll be on Saturday, April 12th. So next Saturday, come hang out with us. All right, I'm going to go set up a Grim. You guys stay here, and then we'll get into the legacy action. National Bowl, you want me to do more announcements, don't you? Okay, yes. So there is one more thing here. I will put it into chat. Oh, they got new hype chat awards. I got one. Nice. chillintheclocktower.com/survey/thegrim. This was teased, aka blatantly announced by Ben during the stream. They will be playing the new I guess you call it an app. It's a new game mode. It's a new app that facilitates a fun new way to play Clocktower, which is a living script. It's called Flesh and Bone. It'll be launching this Saturday. I've gotten a chance to get a peek behind the curtain, and it looks really cool. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I know that the EU stream on Tuesdays will be starting a campaign as soon as they can next week. Essentially, there's a survey right now. You get to take it. It'll ask you like which character is most like another character. You just answer from your heart. Any character, there's no right or wrong answer. And then that's being fed into a database. And what it's going to let you do is like do a living script. So when you're playing a game, something happens, like a character dies, boom, the tool helps you make a new script on the fly and keep the game going. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. We have some content coming your way. Check it out starting this Saturday. And fill out that survey because I want to get the most things. Oh yeah, Courtney. Thank you, Courtney. Follow us on Instagram. We've had an Instagram. It's been mostly ignored. But now you get to join us follow us on Instagram. It's at the Grimoire GG. There's been clips posted of some of the gameplay. There's been announcements for when we're streaming, when we're going live, when we have games on our server. Just check it out and follow us, and then get all the latest announcements you can. Okay, tonight's game in Legacy 3 has a very interesting rule. So we left off last game. Good won against overwhelming odds, pushed evil out of their town. So story-wise, what's happening is that, yeah, it's the one with the in the handle. The other one's not us. It's just Grimoire GG or something. I don't know whose that is. It's not us. Yeah, so good. It's taking it back. And story-wise, if you've already done one, Man Mountain, that's fine. It's the same exact link. It all feeds into the same database. But if you use our link, you can either play with like the full data set, you can play with like just Aerith's data set, or you can play with just the Grimm's data set if you wanted to, like basically narrow down and play with a subset of the data. So if we're doing our own campaign, we can play with our community's data, or you can just run it with the full scene. So if you've done it, it's fine, but it's infinite, right? You don't just answer it once. Every time you do it, it gives you a new character. You can do it as many times for all the characters in Clocktower, 140 plus characters. So keep doing it until you can't take it anymore. But do it while you're watching other people play Clocktower. It's fine. So story-wise, Good is wrestled with the idea of what do we do now? We don't want to fall into disarray again. I've decided that we're going to throw a dinner party. So we're inviting all the best minds in Ravenswood Bluff to a dinner party / constitutional convention where we are going to build rules for Clocktower, for Ravenswood Bluff, to make sure that this never happens again, because we don't want this to happen again. And so to that end, there will be a special homebrew rule in play, and it's listed here. So the rule of law. Each day, the storyteller will add one new law into the game. Players who break this law will be punished. I am going to be the lawmaker. Originally, I wanted this to be a traveler, and I was going to have a traveler that can make new laws every day. It ran into two issues. One is town would just exile them immediately. And two, I wanted to make the laws more fun than game tweaking balanced, I guess. It's kind of like a dinner party. Yeah, it's like in Clocktower, they're playing Mafia. So, that being said, thanks Ebil Kitty Rainstar for subscribing on YouTube. The idea here being I'm going to get more unhinged as the game goes. So I'm going to do some laws that's going to make people question their sanity. By the end of the game, there will be so many layers and laws in play that my idea is I make it people scared to do anything. Right? That's my plan at the very least. I have the first 2 days planned. I know what the law for day 1 and I know what the law for day 2 is. After that, chat, I'm going to want your help, because you guys are going to help me come up with laws. Anything you guys think would be fun to add to the game, we will add to the game. Keep in mind, there is an MVP award. Players can unlock powers that carry forward throughout the campaign and last the whole year. We've given out 2 rewards so far, one to Fredo and one to Dave. Neither player was able to be here tonight. So right now, none of these players actually have new powers or new legacy powers. So it's kind of like a fresh slate. But, sorry. You're trying to be sneaky. Oh, Axrachui, thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. So watch the game. At the end of the game, I'm going to put up a poll on both YouTube and Twitch. You guys are going to vote for which of the players you think deserves MVP, and they will have a special power unlocked that carries forward through the rest of the 12-game Legacy Clocktower. K-Trav. So it's a joke that they're guessing when I'm going to actually start the game, when they get the rolls and night 1 starts. That's what they're taking bets on. So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Okay, so I really want a spy, and I really a Scarlet Mother helps us get to the end game. 11:02. Yeah. 11:02. Yeah. That's right. Hey, we did a lot of announcements tonight and it's kind of on me, right? Normally I would try to be faster, but part of me wants to do like an assassin, like a spy assassin feels like a good dinner party combo, but Scarlet Mother lets us draw the game out. Scarlet Mother, by the way, is the powered up ability. When the demon dies, you can become whichever demon you want. So let's do that. Let's do the Scarlet Mother and the spy. Let's do an Oho game. More days, more laws. Agreed. Butler. It's a dinner party. You need a butler. And then I think I'm fine with a politician in play. Up here, I'm very interested in giving the engineer the ability to like control this and modify either the minion pair or the demon pair. I feel like they would definitely make a marionette, which is a little unfortunate with this setup. But maybe I just give the engineers a bluff. We'll do an Alsa here, a Shigenja, a librarian. So Octagon, the Scarlet Woman and the Scarlet Mother is almost the same, but the Scarlet Mother, when they become the demon, they get to choose which demon they want to become. So they can change demon type when they become the demon. That was a buff from Legacy Game 1. Yeah, I did do Clockmaker instead of Chef. That is true. We can do a Magician to keep people on their toes. Flower Girl seems great. Empath, awesome. And we need one more. There's some meta stuff going on here as well. Magician, Spy, you take the demon and the magician tokens off the Grim when you send it out. So they just see 2 empty seats. I don't want to do Noble because there's a reason I don't want to do Noble, but oh, you know what? No, I'm going to do Noble. Okay, we're fine. Noble. Okay. Let's send these out and let's see if we can win the bet. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, Satan is the Oho. Becca's the Scarlet Mother and Nina's the Spy. They're pretty equally distant. Okay. Oh, we did name the dog. Okay, yeah, awesome. Bluffs, we're going to do Ravenkeeper. We're going to do Engineer. And we're going to do... We'll do Balloonist. Nina's been the Spy 2 times this. All right. Mike wants to. Rob is the Noble. All right, let's go put him to sleep.
Hey, I would favor it over.
Hey, what's with all the
most
players? What's with all the times in your names? That's interesting.
You don't need to know that, Steve.
Is that the
I don't know
time
what
for
you're
night
talking
one?
about.
Is that for when I send you to
No,
sleep
it's
or
not
when you got
relevant.
rolls?
It's not important.
There's no numbers.
I was just
You're not
curious
seeing any
if
numbers.
the time has already stopped or not. Okay. Okay, I've already covered a lot of stuff with players, with the chat players. You guys are mostly aware of Legacy. Another thing, just keep aware, is we do have the concept of side quests. So there will be an evil side quest and a good side quest during this game. Sometimes they're public, sometimes they're private, but there will be one of each in play. Your goal is going to be to, if you're a good player, try to accomplish the good side quest. If you're evil, try to do the evil side quest. Those unlock special bonus powers for that faction going forward in Clocktower, in the Legacy series as well. Keep in mind, there's an MVP vote open. Twitch chat, YouTube chat has a chance to vote for MVP. It can be for best Clocktower play. It can be for best role playing. It could be for being the biggest, funniest, jerkiest person. I don't know. It's up to them. They decide, not me. So do your best to get that special reward. We do have 2 powered up people, Fredo and Dave, neither of which were available to play tonight. Therefore, no one has any extra special bonus powers, but you can unlock one tonight and it'll carry over throughout the rest of the game. Sorry, the rest of the whole series. Gotta get these people back in here. Yeah, chat says make the most memeable moment, you'll win MVP. Okay. So, players, for this game, you guys are going to be representing a select elite from the town of Ravenswood Bluff. We are all sequestering ourselves into Evil Steve's former mansion. Currently, it's being headed by his eccentric nephew who only cares about one very important thing: rules. Each day in the morning, the new lawmaker of the town will impose one new rule onto the game. Those rules compound. So on day 2, that means there's 2 rules in effect. It doesn't mean the previous rule has been nullified unless explicitly stated in the bylaws and the subsections of the rules that will be posted. Make sense? Great.
Sure.
Yay.
All clear.
So-
Where can I get a copy of the bylaw?
You will have to. You're gonna be the person that writes the laws down. If you you're gonna have to write
That-
down
that
if you
sounds
like the
accurate to me.
bylaws. If you like the bylaws, please send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the mayor, and they will process it in 4 to 6 weeks. Do know that laws go into
Mayor in the
effect
game.
instantly, even though the bylaws may take 4 to 6 weeks to reach your house. You're just expected to follow the laws, even if you don't know them.
Ironically, no mayor in the
Good
script.
night.
Good night.
I believe in you, Steve.
Good night.
Oh, I was hoping we got away from it. Oh, so
10:30. Who
close.
got it? Who got 10:30?
No,
No,
this
no.
isn't-
No, no, no.
I was not.
No,
Don't
not
worry
yet.
about it. Don't think
Don't
about
worry
it.
about us.
I guess this is day 1. Day 1. I think it's day 1, guys. Okay. So, 2 things. Good side quest, evil side quest. Good side quest. There's going to be a secret faction within the faction. So I'm going to say secret faction. I'm going to say secret faction. Save it as a favorite. And I'm going to say secret faction. These 3 people comprise a secret faction. Good side quest will be that one of these players must be alive at the end of the game in one way or another. They don't have to, even if they don't win the game, as long as one of these members is alive, then the good side quest, the good side quest will, we're still on night 1, Alan Michael. The good side quest will be completed. Okay. Let's send out the info. We do have a magician, so I will send out the minion info. This is the demon. These are your minions. Keep in mind they are seeing the magician, so it's messing with their information. Let's wake the demon and say these are your minions. These characters are not in play.
Love this community. It's been a really tough week, so glad I have the Grim Thegri 163 Whaley Bounce Thegri 163 to evil.
Thanks, Alan Michael. It's great to have you here too. I love seeing you drop in every week. I'm glad you look forward to our games. We really got to make affiliate so I can get better emote prefixes. But yeah, shout out to Alan Michael. Thanks for being here. Yes, the spy is in the faction, and wait till you see the bomb that's about to drop. Okay, so neutral Steve. Oh, so we're gonna do politician is gonna be outsider, and then for the wrong end of that, we're gonna put the magician.
Oh,
Hey there, Neutral Steve. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. Hopefully you're doing okay yourself.
I guess I'm the only Steve in town this time because you're
You are.
lawmaker now.
I'm the lawmaker tonight. So you're going to start by learning one of two players is a given outsider.
Yes.
You are going to learn that either Motaro or Denny Boy is the politician.
Haro or Denny Boy is a politician. Okay, great. Wonderful. Which means I won't talk to them about being said politician.
Okay. It's an interesting one. I'm curious to see how you play it.
I will absolutely observe them. Thank you very much, sir.
Enjoy. Ashelon, yes. The spy will know about the secret faction because I will tell them they're all in the secret faction and their goal. And there'll be a little surprise. You'll see it coming. It'll get there in a minute. Hey there, Quinn.
Steve, hello.
Little bit of empath fun for you, yeah?
Well, the last time I was this token, I was actually the drunk and I got Fangu jumped too, so thank God there's no drunk or Fangu on this.
There is no drunk on this. That is absolutely true. Or Fangu.
Which is nice.
And very limited misinformation.
Which is nice. Which is nice.
That being said, you are going to learn a 0.
Nice. Love that I can trust my folks.
Trust them. Enjoy.
Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. A sober empath 0 is very powerful. He could be the marionette. That's really all he could be, right? Tiffy gets to be the butler. Hey, Tiffy. You get to play the butler of the old Evil Steve's old butler, still living in the old house.
Yeah, this is way too early for you to be waking me up tonight.
What? What are you talking about? I'm trying to move fast. You guys don't like when I take too long.
Yeah, I know.
Pick a player, Tiffy.
Okay. Let's go with this is weird. I feel like it's about to be a fake out. Let's go with Motaro. Nice and easy.
All right. Motaro it is. Cool. You now serve Motaro.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. Cool. Enjoy. No fake outs. What? It's not even that early, right? Oh, noble pings. So the noble pings are going to be the secret faction pings. Hey, Rob.
Hello.
How you
Guess we
doing
can't bring
tonight?
Mike in, right?
Unfortunately, he won't be able to see this conversation. I'll have to fill him in.
Okay.
That being said, you do get a little bit of noble pings.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you know that your 3 names are Jeffy, Eric, and Nina.
Nina?
Yep.
JV, Eric, Nina. Got it.
One of them are evil.
Well, they're all evil. But yeah, okay.
Enjoy. All right, let's get Mags. Hello, Mags. Our Shugenja.
As requested. Thank you.
Is that really
so
what you
much.
requested?
Straight up. Yeah, you might have like just left when I said it, but I was like, yeah, if I could get something chill like Shugenja, that'd be great.
Perfect. I am nothing if not the man that gives people what they want.
My benevolent overlord. Thank you so much.
Absolutely do. So you get to be our Shugenja.
Hooray.
And you, so it says clockwise or anti-clockwise, but I do feel like it's actually clockwise or counterclockwise. Either way, it doesn't matter because you're getting clockwise.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Also, I heard that we raised $5,000 and we should give a shout out to the charity.
Yeah, we did. So I'm not an official organizer for Multithon, but Zeldathon participated as well. And I know that the Grim community had a super fun time on Friday. So I just wanted to share a little update that as of last night when the event wrapped, they'd raised $5,200 for the charity. And I totally know the name of it. it's right here. Blue Dog. Getting the service dogs for autistic kids, and that's enough money raised so that the community can actually name one of the dogs. And I believe they're voting for it in their Discord right now. So thank you to everybody from the Grim who came out and donated for a really great cause. It was a super fun time and a great event.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there to be part of the event. It was at a it was like 2:22 in the afternoon my time. It was like right in the middle of school pickups for me. But I'm glad that it went successful. I did tune in and watch, and I'm glad that we were able to get across that finish line. So yeah, shout outs to the Streamathon and shout outs to Blue Dog. So yeah, thanks for the update.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Grim friends. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we're gonna show Nina the Grim. But we have to take off the magician. Wait, how do you do this? I gotta actually change it here. And then wake and show the Grim. It lets me change it, but it doesn't let me make it blank. Garrett, right? There's nowhere for me to make a blank character that I can see. Add it to the feature list. So outsider wrong. We're putting a wrong ping on the possible demon. Maybe that signals to Nina. We'll see. All right. Send it. We'll replace it. You could show both as demon, but then you're showing what demon's in play, right? Yeah, it won't show you. It won't show any custom tokens, so she won't know those. Hello, Satan.
Yeah, hello.
You get to play our demon, which is a lot of responsibility.
Sure is. It's lucky that I both am and like playing as a demon.
You got the horns and everything, but you're not the imp. You are the Oho, which is a fun,
not.
interesting demon.
I've never been the Oho. I've played plenty of scripts with it on it, and I just haven't rolled it yet, so I'm really excited.
Cross one off the bucket list.
Exactly.
All right. This week, you're going to learn the evil side quest, and you're the only person that's going to know what it is. All right. Your evil side quest is going to be, let me just triple check that I word this right. Okay. You need to get one good player executed by breaking one of the laws that we place in the play. So when the laws go into play, if people break the laws, then I can execute them.
I see.
And so if you as the evil team can get, whether you trick or they just do it on their own, one good player to die to that, then the evil side quest will be fulfilled.
Okay, noted. We have to break those laws.
Yep, you got to break the law. You got to get somebody else to break a law because it has to be a good player.
Yeah, culpability. Culpability is a whole debate.
Agreed. All right, enjoy.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, let's get the evil faction in here. Hey, Nina.
Hello.
Hey, Jeffy. 1 second.
Hi, Nina.
Hey, Eric.
Hey.
All right, guys, I have a little bit of side quest for you.
Okay.
You guys are going to be the only players let in on the good side quest. It's a secret, which is
Alright.
perfect because you guys represent a secret faction.
Okay.
Okay.
So, your secret faction, all three of you guys are in a secret society. And for good to complete your side quest, win or lose, at least one of you three must survive to the end of the game so that your secrets live on.
Oh my.
Like end as in has to survive final 3 or just make it to final 3?
You'd have to survive the final 3. One of you three would have to survive the final 3 if it goes that far. Or if the game ends earlier, then it's probably easier for you. But if it gets to final 3, you'd have to make sure collectively that of the 3 of you, that one of you 3 survive.
Are you implying this faction is all on the same team?
As a matter of fact, Eric, let me just add the second part of this because Even though all three of you are in the secret society, one of you is evil.
Interesting.
All right, enjoy.
So
Cool.
wait, I have a question. A follow-up
sure.
question to that. Okay, so you said this is the side quest. Did you say good or evil?
This is
team?
the good side
That's
quest.
good.
That's what I thought. So is there a side quest for the evil team, and is there at least one good in that one?
There is a side quest for the evil team. There's always a side quest for each team, but I can't tell you what the other side quest actually is, or whether there's the reverse happening somewhere else.
Just curious. I figured the worst thing you can tell me is I'm not going to tell you, right?
I am not going to tell you
Yeah.
is my answer, my diplomatic answer.
Okay.
Great.
All right, enjoy.
Cool.
So that's a little bit of a fun bonus there. It's up to them. If they're public about it, then, you know, it's really up to them. Yeah, none of them is evil. Wink. All right. That's everything. Yeah, she might be trying to win the bet. You're right. All right, let's go wake him up.
Old.
Bingo, Rob.
Oh,
Welcome. Good morning, everyone, and I must welcome you to what will undoubtedly go down as the most important day in Ravenswood Bluff history. As you know, our great town was almost taken over and destroyed by evil forces very recently. And while we have once again been saved, I have invited you all here so that we may come up with a solution. An ultimate solution, one that we can use to protect our children and their children and their children's children. As you know, unfortunately, the murders have not stopped. A demon still lurks amongst us. Very likely one of you here today. And it is why we have decided that we need a set of concrete laws on the books. Anybody not following these established laws will be put to death. And the first law on the books is simple. We've all agreed and ratified this. You are not allowed to be a demon. Very easy. That's easy. But I have invited the greatest minds in Ravenswood Bluff here to find and weed out the last element of evil in our town. However, I think we can all agree it is vitally important that in this process we do not lose our civility. We are being tested in how we deal with this problem, and we need to set a good example for future generations. So, we have just, as of right now, signed a new law into the books, and that is before you accuse any player of being evil and nominating them for a vote, please apologize to them first. We don't need to lose our decorum in the face of such horrible, horrible times. Thanks. Dinner and accusations begin in exactly 6 minutes.
Who wants to talk to me in the campfire?
Sure.
All right, let's go.
I gotta get my campfire.
Bluffs are Ravenkeeper, Engineer, Balloonist. I'm gonna claim High Priestess. So you said you're gonna take Clockmaker. Then what is your clock number? Because you'll be my first conversation.
Fuck. Okay.
You don't have to tell me. I can just you can say I came up to you as a High Priestess and talk to you.
Yeah,
But
just
you didn't
say
give me
you came
everything.
as a High Priestess and talk.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Cool.
All right. Bye.
You can definitely like point it towards that. You can definitely say, I've heard of Michigan, blah 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 blah. In
Yeah.
that area. Yeah.
Yeah. So you said clockwise. I'm gonna say counterclockwise.
How do you want to play? Are you trying to die? Are you trying to not die?
I'm trying to not die, so
Okay.
that's why I was like, I don't mind just trying to claim some sort of rule that's
Real quick, just to recap the rule, before any player nominates another player during nomination phase, they must first apologize before making the accusation, and if they don't, then we can punish them. That's rule number 1 that will be in play.
And I'm going to hold on to my Shigenja information. If I'm the Shigenja, obviously the other two will play differently.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Bye.
So
Okay.
I'm going to encourage people to be willing to share their information publicly, but we'll see how that goes.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Becca.
Thank you.
Vortex World, you're
Right.
guaranteed to have 2 out of 3 players good, which is always nice in Final 3. And you actually
Not true.
probably win the game
They could be
before that
all good.
because
I agree,
the
because
demon-
normally the storyteller is not going to give you the demon as one of the noble pigs.
right. So if you don't kill the noble pings, you kill everyone else. You actually kind of win the game faster as good team.
Script, damn it. You know, Steve, evil Steve, your timing on that was really bad.
Oh, there is a damsel on the script.
I know. I should be claiming damsel, but I'm claiming high priestess. So
Okay.
I hope there's
all
not
right.
a damsel in play.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be claiming balloonist flower girl savant. So yeah.
Okay.
Just, if I get any more information, maybe I'll coordinate with you later.
Okay.
About your information you're getting. Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
Marionette and a spy. So, no fun allowed for the evil team. So,
I love that. You tricky little minx, you.
So I'm going to encourage people to just come forward with information. But
Ooh, that's
they
a
have
good
to
one fact. I
trust
do
that
like
I'm
that
the
one,
engineer
actually.
first and foremost. So
Right. Well, I trust. You can say that you.
Fact says all people must be in town square before the time runs out. I have one for day 2, but keep that in mind for day 3.
So.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Cool. That's side. See ya.
If you were an empath, you have a 1 or a 2.
Let's say a 0.
Okay, I'm good with that. If you're the engineer, have you spent it yet?
If I am the engineer, I have decided
Perfect.
to make this a Vigor Mortis game.
That was Ben's voice.
That's funny because that's literally what Mataro claimed to me. So I absolutely love that. My 2s that I would give you would be Flower Girl or Elsa here.
Flower Girl or Elsa here.
Mm-hmm.
Flower, Elsa. Cool. Bye-bye.
A little bit weird right now, but yeah. You
Interesting.
good with that?
That's right, Golden
Okay.
Bucket.
I mean, so
All right.
we've established why a high priestess we sent to you day 1.
I switched it, but Ben came up with it.
All right, great. Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
That's really convenient 3. It's almost the 3 I would also give. I
Okay.
think.
All right. Cool. Becca's your other demon. You're good.
Awesome.
Or
That's
your
what I
other
thought.
minion.
Okay, I talked to Rob. He is claiming noble to me. He's claiming the noble pings are you,
Lying to you?
Jeffy, and
Or no,
Eric.
he's not. Okay, me, Jeffy, and Eric.
That's why I trusted you and wanted to have a conversation with you
Yep.
more. I figured you were the one.
I'm the spy. Becca's your Scarlet Woman. I'm claiming High Priestess who saw Becca, who is claiming Clockmaker. I didn't know which bluff you were
Cool,
going to go with.
Yeah, I decided to just go with Balloonist to Rob. I might fall back on Ravenkeeper later or something else. We'll figure it out. Yep.
Cool. Good luck. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
well, I've been hard claiming to people so far, and I don't mind keeping that up. Seems fair to me.
Okay.
If you're willing to one back, that's awesome. That's great. If you're not, that's okay. I don't mind.
Tell you what, I'm give people 3. I will give you 2 in exchange.
Okay. Here, why don't you give me 2 and then I'll hard claim.
Okay. Alsa here or Shugenja?
Okay, well, I've heard of another Shigenja, so I'm going to assume you're the Elsa here, or bye-bye. What the heck, Eric?
Bottom 3, not counting Magician.
Bottom 3, not counting magicians. So Alsa here, engineer, Ravenkeeper.
Yep, that's me.
So 2 of those 3 were Eric's roles, by the way.
I'm
with the
aware.
exception of
I know
the
what I'm
engineer.
doing. I'm aware, girl.
All right.
A marionette and a spy.
So, evil
Why
knows what
spy
everyone
no
is,
fun?
but
he's claiming.
but they don't have a lot of active power otherwise. So,
Yeah, he's
I
claiming,
figure I'll cripple them as much as I can.
Engineer. That's interesting.
All right, cool.
All right, thanks, Eric.
All right, bye.
All right. Well, welcome back to town, players. Before we get into the dessert and accusation phase of the event, I must allow anyone to have the floor in case they have any proclamations they'd like to make publicly. So raise your hand if you'd like to make any such proclamations, and I will call on you. Quinn. The floor is
I'm
yours.
going to say something that exactly one player in this circle will understand, aside from myself. The lizard is in the casket.
Oh.
What?
Weird.
Okay.
I'm staring at the Yagababble demon for no apparent reason.
Neutral Steve?
No,
Yes.
yeah, for no apparent reason.
So, I had a very good conversation with her, and I don't believe she will care, but I actually am the damsel this game.
You had a really good conversation with the damsel?
No,
he's talking
I
about
am
me.
the damsel. There's a person in this Grim who normally claims damsel.
Oh, yes.
And I forgot
I
that
was
the damsel
given
was on the
permission.
script.
It's condoned damsel.
Danny Boy,
Yeah,
the
it's
podium is
fine.
yours.
May I please also here guess that Mtaro is the demon, Mags is a minion, Becca is a minion.
Heard. Eric, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I'd like to also hear guess that Quinn is a minion, that Steve is a minion, and that Tiffy is the demon.
Which Steve?
Sorry, neutral Steve.
Heard.
Steve on this entire board, thank you.
I'm the only Steve here. That's Lawmaker. I'm Steve.
I'm Lawmaker. Satan herself, the podium is
Yes,
yours.
I'll also do an Elsie here guess. I'm going to guess that Jeffy is a minion, Becca is a minion, and Tiffy is the demon.
Recorded. Jeffy?
Jeffy will also here guess that Quinn is the demon. And Quinn is the demon. Rob is the minion, and Danny's the other minion.
Has been recorded. Rob, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna also here guess that Becca is the demon, Denny is a minion, and Tiffy is a minion.
Heard. And recorded. Neutral Steve?
Have we heard of any side quests?
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
not
to
one,
make it,
but-
yeah. Both good players and evil players, or at least some people are aware of each side quest on each side. I'll leave it at that as a public.
Yeah.
So we're not all aware of it? Just like if we're on the good team, not everyone's aware?
Correct.
Because I'm not aware. That means I'm on the good team.
Mama there. Yeah, that's how.
All right. We will now pass out. Becca, would you like to say that before I move on to the next phase of our event?
No, I wanted to nominate.
Okay. So dessert is being passed out. We will collect your plates. Just remind you, decorum is the most important thing in the face of evil. Becca.
So I would firstly like to apologize to Motaro for nominating you and outing this. But I would like to please nominate Motaro because he just straight up claimed Vig to me in a very weird way. And it might be just a crazy Motaro play, but I would like to nominate him for it and see what he says.
Motaro, do you have a defense for such actions?
So this
That's fun, Julie.
so I don't know how I should say this. I have been making people in town disappear, but that's not because I'm a demon. It's because I'm a magician. And I went to like 5 different people and claimed Vig to see who would out something. There's only 2 people who outed to me, and that was Tiffy and Becca.
I told you what I was.
And I will say Becca did out a fellow minion. So I'm just gonna not identify who that is yet. I'm just gonna see how the game rolls. But yes, I am the magician. This is fine. If we want to like solve this world now.
It'll take 6 votes to put Motaro on the block.
It's rather wasteful.
I have relevant information. I'm a Shugenja with a counterclockwise.
I think that may be coincidental, and also now I kind of want to kill you, Rob.
3 is not enough. Motaro, you are safe for the day.
Are you rolling back what you said to me privately, Rob? Regarding your claim?
No. What I said to you, I
similar
thought was
question.
real. This is more of a spoof.
Neutral Steve, your hand is up.
Yeah, that makes
Yes. So it is with the most humblest apologies and a little bit of a curtsy that I must actually nominate Jeffy.
Tell us why, Neutral Steve.
So to not share full information is really rough in Clocktower. And although I did not ask for more clarification, Jeffy claims to have a side quest. And apparently is the only person in town claiming to have a side quest. At least that I've talked about. So I want to know the side quest so that
Correct,
way I
Golden
can
Bucket.
participate. I'm feeling left out.
Only
Jeffy.
for nominations. Jeffy, how do you respond?
I do not accept your apology, first and foremost, Steve. I do have a side quest. There are at least 2 people that know that I have a side quest because they're part of the side quest. For various reasons, I think it is important that
That
our
just sounds
side
evil.
quests remain somewhat hidden at this
I
point in
agree.
time. And therefore, I stand by that. I do not think that this is a good idea for town in any sense of the word. And if you wanted more information, you should have asked Steve. Granted, I would have told you no, but you didn't ask. You want to nominate me for not volunteering information in a deception game. We got to kill Steve.
I'm always on the
Jeffy,
phone
I
with Steve.
apologize, but isn't it true that the side quest with 2 other people to know about it, wouldn't that be 3 people that would compromise the same number of people as the evil team, ironically?
I mean, theoretically, but I don't know what Evil's quest is. And that's why I think it is important for us to keep our quests quiet.
Well, I apologize.
6 votes is the number.
And Becca, I apologize for earlier when I said that I was Shugenja pointing at you. So.
He's not changing his information. He's just apologizing that he said he was pointing at you. No.
So Becca, not Becca, sorry, Jeffy, correct me if I'm
2's
wrong.
not enough.
You are required to be alive to complete your side quest.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Mags, your hand is up.
I am so sorry to have to do this, but I will nominate Becca.
Tell us more.
One, there's, and probably most pertinent, there's a Shugenja info pointing Becca's way, and it's not Rob. 2, I also got Mataro's weird play as magician, and it read perfectly fine to me once he actually told me what he was doing. It made sense. So I think that Becca was just trying to turn it around and throw Mataro under the bus.
Becca, how do you respond to such allegations?
He did not tell me what he was doing. I outed to him as a minion, hoping that I could get more information out of him. So I figured if I said another minion or gave him more information, I was more likely to get more information out of him.
I love this as a double Shugenja ping, both pointing at Becca.
6 votes.
But I'm sorry about that, Becca.
I have heard of a high priestess who got Becca night 1.
Interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of heat on Becca here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure that's gonna.
Interesting.
Oh, we almost had
5
it.
is not enough. Becca, you are safe for the day.
Somebody drop.
No, I
No,
don't think
No.
we can.
So. Also, we should
We
be
need
thinking
this-
about FG.
Yeah, that's why I didn't vote, because I know I haven't voted today.
Well, there's a Vortox, so we could use it as a Vortox check too.
I don't want to use it as a
I don't
Vortox.
want to do that, yeah.
That's concerning.
No,
That is
I'm saying we
concerning.
could use, if everyone votes, we can use Flower Girl as a Vortox check, is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Oh, well, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Final call for nominations.
Then in that world, Jeffy will nominate Mags.
Jeffy
And I-
nominates Mags, is
From fourth
executed,
degree.
and dies. Good night, everyone.
Oh no!
Decorum. Forgot about that.
Consequence.
Listen, I understand in the heat of the moment we might get upset at one another, but the rule of law states we must Apologize before all
Oh,
executions. I am sorry,
That is
Jeffy.
quite the consequence.
Yeah, I'm out there looking for a virgin.
I apologize for not apologizing before.
That's a fun way to do it. That's a fun way to do it. After begging to survive. It's kind of fun. Kind of fun. Okay. It's in action now. Evil got their side quest done. Correct. All right. This evil side quest was definitely fulfilled there. I mean, maybe I should say more than one, but like last week I made it and like it didn't get done and I felt bad. Like I wanted to make it a little easier. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The more it gets changed, the better. Evil side quest to have a good player die to failing the rule. Yeah.
So yeah, that is my fault.
Hello.
All right.
Well, I suppose we did it.
Yeah, side quest complete. You guys
You're
did so
right.
well.
Hello. I got my big mouth shut. It was great.
Yeah, that's really the crescent, right? Just keep your mouth shut. Everything's fine. But you can't keep your mouth shut forever. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my chat box. 1 second.
No worries, you're fine.
It's embedded weird.
It's not like I'm gonna kill you over it or anything.
I'll fix it later. Okay, go ahead and pick a player.
I'm gonna pick the Shugenja.
Shugenja it is. Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Interesting. Interesting. Hiding that it's an Oho, perhaps? Hey, Quinn.
Or Lawmaker Steve.
You are going to get a 1 now.
How the fuck am I still alive?
I don't know.
I'm gonna get a 1 now?
Yeah,
Alright, well,
a 1.
There's a Shugenja pointing at Becca. There's a second Shugenja pointing at Becca. Motaro's accusing Becca of being a minion. I have a 1 on Becca.
That's a lot of info on Becca.
Double checking to make sure there's not a boom dandy. Ah! Okay. We good.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Coolio. Goodbye.
What Quinn doesn't realize is he has 2 new neighbors, and also that might be Vig killed, right? Like he could just be Vig killed. There's a Vigor Mortis demon. It is the only source of poisoning, the only real consistent source of poisoning on the script. So we'll see if anyone floats to that possible world. Hey, Tiffy.
Hi.
Go ahead and pick a player.
This is working so well.
What's working?
I don't know. I'm just not claiming Butler to anybody, but I have to keep track in my brain. So it's like I'm self-Sarah mad. Not claiming Butler to anybody.
Self-Sarah mad. I love it.
But honestly, that was really funny yesterday. I'm gonna keep mastering Motaro.
Okay, Motaro it is. I noticed that he voted on himself, but he didn't do it until the last second, so he couldn't have voted.
I know that little so-and-so.
He's figured out the ultimate Butler counter.
No, he just said in our private message, he's like, oh my God, I just figured out what you are. And he said, I was like, what am I? Politician or damsel? Nope. Nope. And to Mags, I hard claimed barber.
Okay.
So let's see how this works.
Let's see how it goes, Tiffy. I'm excited to see. Thanks.
Thanks.
But he had a 0, but now Quinn has 2 new neighbors. So if it's a 1, they could just both be good, and he's being poisoned to frame Becca. That's entirely possible, right? All right, let's do let's blank these out. There's no other choices, right? No, everything stays the same. Okay. Magician and Oho. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. He couldn't be a Vig because he has 0 Night 1. It could be in case of a spy, I guess. Spy is the one time where it could possibly happen, right? You were neighbored on the spy. Yeah, you're right. That's true. Nina will now know. Plus, Nina actually found the demon without too big of an issue. Okay, here's the law for day 2. This one is set. The law for day 2 will be that people are feeling left out, so private chats are completely forbidden. You must only use the provided meeting spaces. But yeah, I mean, Becca's days are numbered. All right, let's wake him up.
Then until I can add another cat.
There you go.
Good morning, all friends and lawmakers. Unfortunately, it is with great sorrow I must report that Mags has died in the night, which means the demon is definitely still amongst us. But don't worry, we've rushed into a new law into effect. For day 2, it has been coming to my attention that not only is it dangerous to be alone with people, also people are feeling left out. So starting today, private chats are now forbidden. You must please only use the provided meeting spaces for your conversations, that being the potion shop, the tower, the cathedral, the campfire, Riverside, or you can hang out in Town Square.
Cool. May I ask Mags and Quinn to join me?
I
in
was
Potion
already
Shop?
going to do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
I was gonna ask Mags to join me.
Oh,
I've already
popular.
named the campfire, so whoever wants to talk to me can come to.
I want to go to the campfire.
Wow.
Oh, big party in the campfire. All right.
Hey, what's up, guys? Is this all the good players?
All of them, every single one.
Yes, Brian.
Well,
the first
it's
law's
now.
in effect.
Wow. Wow. Look at all the
It's a
campfire
Legion
players.
game.
Who can
Say
kill
hi,
one or
Mike.
all.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
So I've already talked to you two, and yet you're both in my campfire.
That's right. Because I wanted to talk to Mags, and Mags did not accept
Mags
that invitation.
did not come in here, did she?
Oh, okay. You're pointing counterclockwise. So, okay, Jeffy, you're dead. Tiffy, they're. Yeah, they're okay. So
Can you
here's what
count
happened.
whispers as private
I
chat?
claimed vigor to y'all.
That'd be hilarious, Brian.
Becca outed as a minion to me. I don't know what minion. When I was like, okay, cool. Do you want one of the bluffs? Here are the bluffs. I just made up 3 rolls. I said Flower Girl, Savant, something else, and Becca said, no, I already talked to Nina. Don't worry. I'm going to just claim Clockmaker. So that to me just means Nina's the spy. So yeah, and like I said, I'm the magician. I have no idea who the demon is, but Jeffy, now that Jeffy, honestly, you were like one of several people that I was considering, but you're dead, so that doesn't matter.
I mean, with my information, if you are not the demon, that means it's got to be either Eric, Satan.
Eric and Nina
The
cannot be
fact-
on
listen.
the same team.
Yep.
The fact?
Why?
You're
Why can Eric and Nina not be on the same team?
The
Eric and
fact
Nina
he might be the
cannot be on the same
politician
team.
here
Mechanically confirmed.
makes this layered.
You're pointing
More layered than it seems.
clockwise or counterclockwise?
I'm pointing counterclockwise.
Oh, counterclockwise. Okay, yeah, I have
I'm
not.
sure why Eric and Nina cannot be on the same team.
It's
I-
part of the quest information. Like I said, we're not sharing all the pieces, but they cannot be on the same team.
Oh.
Yeah, I have not talked to Rob, Steve, Satan, and I've only whispered with Eric. Eric is claiming. I probably shouldn't have his role, but
Special task.
Yeah, but I can't really talk about it for reasons. But I
You
think
can't tell me about it.
the problem I'm having is I don't have a feel for who the demon is.
Okay.
I
Well-
think Nina and Becca are suspiciously possible minions.
Right. So, hey, Steve, what's up?
Hey, just figured
Are you
I'd
demon?
jump in and see what everybody's
Hey,
talking about.
I actually think you're good, Steve.
Okay.
So I want to talk to you. So stick around if Eric leaves. And then
Well, for the
what I
reasons
can
that
tell
you
you.
declared in town, right?
What's that?
For the are you going by what you told me the first day?
No.
Okay.
So what I told you the first day is not true.
right.
But I am a top 4 roll.
How about you, Jeffy? What's up?
And you have a 2 tonight, Quinn?
I have no. I had a 0 on night 1 and a 1 on night 2.
Points towards Becca, and I'm trying to figure out why I got Becca night 1.
Okay, so
My
you, had
guess
a
is
0,
Nina.
so you had a 0 then between me and Mags.
You and Mags, and I have a 1 between Nina and Becca.
No, no.
Yeah, I do.
Possibly
Why not?
spot.
No, you can't. I was already dead on night 2.
Not you. He said
Yes,
Becca
exactly.
and you. Becca and me.
Oh, yeah, so Becca and Nina.
Yes.
Ouch.
What are you?
Flower Girl.
And was there anything funky?
I
She
mean,
died.
I'm dead. I have no information.
Oh, right, you have no.
That's very important for me. So very good. Thank you.
Definitely an outsider. So I'm glad that is useful.
Definitely. Really? Definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me know how I can be of use to you.
Okay. Think about the roles on this script and which ones could possibly be interested in the type of role somebody is. There may be multiple, but you should be able to narrow it down.
Minion.
Well, Dalsayers do want to know. They sure do, but they don't care about outsiders.
I'll be honest. I've heard a hard claim of engineer elsewhere, so but
Oh,
that's
fascinating. I've not heard that.
Okay,
I will hear that
okay. You're a little high.
Maybe, or maybe maybe I can't even get up.
You can't
You
get it
never
up.
Can't get up. One of the two.
Can't get up. You're trying to
Oh
get up.
my god, this
Yep,
conversation.
and I can't.
I don't know if
Can't do
I
it.
can help you with that. I don't know if I'm your type.
No, it's a savant joke.
Taro is the magician, right? Mataro is claiming
She did in Cold Fire.
that he came out to Becca
And she won't be able to now.
as the Vig, and Becca gave him the info about the other two minions, meaning
Yeah,
themselves and Nina. Nina
Yeah,
would be
that-
the evil one, my 3 evil pings for the noble, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that would mean that Jeffy and Eric should be good.
Yeah, Jeffrey and I started.
There's
the
a little
game knowing
coalition
that.
going here.
Okay, so our
No, Nina. No.
I still have
I made a fool of
Danny, I'm going to the
myself.
cathedral.
rounded.
Oh, that's right.
Oh no.
yeah.
Love you, Satan.
It's possible, Rob.
You do, I guess.
Rob, it's possible.
All right, players,
I mean, that
welcome
was great,
back. Dinner will be served very shortly, but if anyone would like the floor to make any sort of proclamations or announcements, now is the time. Make a nice, orderly, single file line and take the floor.
I think we all know what we're doing tonight, right,
Nobody?
guys?
I don't know. Y'all were holed up in the campfire all day, and I couldn't.
You really were. I would have liked to get in on some of that.
Denny Boy?
You can just walk into a room.
Apparently, people were just walking
Players?
into rooms. So.
do that.
Please, Denny Boy does have the floor for a very important announcement.
Just so we're all on the same etiquette standard, are we all okay with people just coming into private chats or public spaces just randomly? Because that's like part of the rule.
Yeah, that's part
Is
of
that
the
what we're
rules.
all agreeing
Yeah.
to?
I think so.
Because
Yeah.
Denny and I were just chilling in town all day because we didn't want to interrupt people.
I don't want to interrupt people. What if they're like talking about something important, like dinner or something?
That's too nice of you guys.
Cannibals
but
on
yeah,
this
just come
strip,
in.
Denny.
I feel like it's doubly okay if you're dead.
Eric?
Well, Vigor Mortis is on
I
the
would
script.
like to make an Elsa here guess.
Absolutely, go ahead.
I would like to guess that Satan is the demon and Becca and Nina are the minions.
Heard. It has been recorded.
When nominations are open, I would love to make one.
Can I make an Elsa here guess as well? I would like.
You cannot, Denny. I'm sorry. Because the game is already over.
Yeah!
Yep.
Eric, that is messed up!
That is messed up. That's messed up. Nothing we can do
And
about that.
I just solved the game for Eric. Or I helped solve the game for Eric.
Good has definitely won this one. Eric has disconnected.
He's so happy about it. He disconnected.
That was
Shut
a
the
magician
fuck up.
Mataro solved with a little extra noble help.
That
Thank
was,
you, Quinn.
Yep,
That helped.
All right. Well,
Oh.
Eric was indeed your Al Sahir who correctly Al Sahir guessed on day 2. That was that Becca is a minion. Becca is indeed your Scarlet Mother. That Nina was a minion. Nina is indeed your spy. And that Satan is the demon, and Satan is indeed the Oho. And that's the day 2 Ouster here win. And congratulations, good team. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of deduction went into that, and a little bit of misplaced trust and just solid trust in people. So in that case, the person here that drove a lot of this, I believe, was Motaro, your magician, going around and claiming Vig. I mean, I'm trying to see where else we go for here. I mean, Rob was a noble that was able to narrow down the noble pings a little bit. His pings were Eric, Nina, and Jeffy, who was your flower girl. Speaking of which, Nina, Eric, and Jeffy are all part of a secret organization hidden within Ravenswood Bluff, and that was your good side quest.
The Nina Register.
Motaro MVP.
in that world, the 3 of them were all told of each other's existence. They were all told that they were part of the same secret organization. And the good side quest was that in some way, at least one of the 3 of them will be alive at the end of the game. And because we did not get to a final day or final 2, that side quest was complete. So Good has completed their side quest. Congratulations. I did tell them also one of the 3 of them was evil. That, of course, was Nina, your spy, who must have been a little confused as to why I was pulling her into that chat.
The second time.
Yeah, you're just canonically the spy of Ravenswood Bluff Legacy now.
Hey, I won the first time.
Which is precisely what you told Rob, too.
Yep. Coincidentally, or not actually coincidentally, but the 3 secret organization also corresponded exactly with the noble pings that Rob was given. So that helped Eric deduce it down a little bit. Mags was your Shigenja pointing away from the spy. I thought there was enough buffer between you and the actual evil that would have actually possibly helped. But an empath 0 sitting right here that goes from a 0 to a 1 is a very powerful piece of information for an empath to get on night 2. Just so happen, how often do you see both the empath's neighbors die between one day to another? That's just wild, and unfortunately not great luck on the case of evil. And also, I don't think evil was Nina wasn't really able to communicate the Grim too much, especially not day 2 when no private chats were allowed. And that leaves Neutral Steve, our librarian, who saw a politician between Motaro and Denny Boy. Denny Boy was your politician claiming engineer who created a marionette spy, I think is what you claimed.
Indeed.
Yeah, which would have been a good way to get a politician win if it had worked out that way. But you win with the good team, so congratulations, Denny. You hedged your bets perfectly, like a politician. That leaves Tiffy, our butler, who buttled Motaro 2 days in a row and wasn't able to vote on Motaro when
I thought Tiffy was the damsel.
I did get taken the Grim.
Yeah, no, Nina gave me the Grim. I just
Grim.
took the risk. Not every single bit of the Grim, but most of it. I just took a risk because otherwise I didn't think that we were going to win. Yeah.
I caught part of your conversation. I thought you guys were keeping it short. I didn't realize that you had time to even communicate that whole Grim on day
I really
one.
just spit off a bunch of rolls because it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Evil also had a side quest. Evil side quest was that somebody will get executed a good player will get executed due to breaking the law. So in that case, Evil actually did complete their side quest too without how they kind of stumbled into that one.
We did do that. Hooray.
We're saying Jeffy completed both side quests.
Yep.
Yes.
That's true.
That is
That makes me MVP. I got both side quests covered. I'm good.
Yeah, you did. I'm okay with
All right,
Jeffy.
I'm gonna run a poll real quick. Chat, give me some names. Who do you think should be in the MVP poll?
I know who I vote for.
I know who I fucking vote for
Should be
too.
both side quests or Motaro.
Yeah, Eric.
I have to know.
Elsa here and Magician sure are a combination.
Yeah.
Sitting here, I'm not sure I'm into it.
Eric, I'd go for
What was the
Eric
exact
because I thought
logic
it
and
was Denny.
strategy behind doing what you
All right,
guys?
polls up.
I have to know from someone who actually knew the plot.
It was a combination of Motaro's wild play on day 1 and I think Rob's noble information ultimately. That just kind of.
And your hint, Quinn, made me believe Motaro was potentially actually my politician,
Mataro's.
but when I talked with Rob, Eric, and Mataro was in there, the information there, it went to the other way, and so I just left my information out of that conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Eric decided to make the choice that Eric did.
Yeah,
but I think the information came with a combination of Mataro and Rob.
Yeah, the minions were pretty much findable.
Actually, Rob confirmed exactly what we knew because it was the three of us knowing one was evil.
Yeah.
So all he did was confirm to me what Steve knew.
But I think confirmation was helpful there because it cleared Eric, it cleared Jeff,
YouTube the polls up for you now as well.
And it kind of cleared Mataro as well. So like it took away 4 people that were potential demon candidates right there.
Right.
So
unless you were the demon, Rob, told that by Dina.
Right. But yeah, I mean it was unlikely.
That was in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
So I do have the polls going.
Yeah. In some ways, eliminating the 2-person chats might have actually sped that along because it got more people together to put puzzle pieces.
It did.
Which chat made that interesting observation. Like, this idea of doing bigger group chats was like actually being very useful for good right now. Like, you don't see it in online play very often. People do private chats and that's it.
Yeah, I got some more social reads in the group chat than I did in any of the privates.
Something worth considering.
I've always been a proponent that if good just shared all their information with everyone, regardless of whether they're good or evil, good wins.
Freya, I haven't
evil
seen
can
you
only
in a
kill
minute.
one person at a time, like usually. So
that's certainly true.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's some exceptions based on the demon and stuff like that, but in general, evil's too slow to beat good if good shares all their information, even if they're sharing it with evil.
All right. So while we're waiting for the polls to close for MVP, I can go ahead and explain the good and evil side quest rewards going forward. So let's start with good. Good has now unlocked a new character type, like a new character, a homebrew character added to the script. This character will be called the Seer. And the Seer, and I might change the name, but we'll see. The Seer, I might change it to be something more lawmaker, since this is a lawmaker themed thing. We need some kind of like law thing, and it fits the power too. Anyways, this new character, tentatively titled the Seer pending, is each night learn something that a start knowing role could learn.
Paralegal.
How about I may suggest Inquisitor.
How about Overseer?
Overseer.
Oh, I like that.
Me too.
The Adjudicator. Chat. I'm gonna write all these down and we'll figure out later. Let us know. Go in the YouTube comments and comment which one you'd like to see. So we got the Juror, the Overseer.
I was Mediator, but that's the
what
lawyer.
Was the one you said, Quinn?
You get Stevie.
Inquisitor.
Proctor.
The lawyer in me is going to say mediator because the mediator gets all of the information and tries to put it all together. So
I like to imagine it's just a person constantly digging through the books and just finding new laws about things every day.
That sounds like a paralegal to me. They're always being told, just go dig into that. Just go do that.
A paranormal legal. A paralegal normal. Okay. Secondly, the evil side quest power from this one, right? Evil is going to learn this power will now be in play for evil going forward. It is not a new character, but it is a new ability, and that is the demon may register as good, townfolk, minion, or outsider for the rest of the legacy.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's a rough one.
So we're gonna turn it up a notch on demon hunting abilities. Minions are still fair game, but demon hunting.
We've got the Scarlet Mother, who, if they take it on, can change the demon, and now we have a demon who may not register as a demon.
That is true. They have to register the demon to end the game, though, because there's no demon in play. Then at least. Now, I could misregister them as an outsider when they're executed, so the Scarlet Mother doesn't become a demon. But I probably wouldn't do that. No. But yes, this is very powerful. We've seen a couple of like evil stomps, so this is a way for me to kind of push the needle back to help evil out. Maybe these bonus rules are helping good more than evil. I don't know. We'll see. But this will be a nice, powerful boost or a boon for evil going forward. Yes, Octagon, unfortunately, we're only getting one game tonight. Chat says that's super powerful. That's strong. Wow, that's powerful. Yes, it will be.
Yeah, but we got to get Fredo and Rob in the game.
You have powers like that. We're going to be ramping up the power going forward. Every week we're going to get more powerful as a game. So that's what this is. We're just power level 9,000. We're cranking it up. Okay. Between Twitch chat and YouTube chat, they've both pretty much agreed. One name came up as the MVP from both sides agreed. The frontrunner and winner of our MVP for Game 3 of Legacy is Motaro.
Yep.
Motaro, congratulations for that play. Which, even though Eric got the Alcir guess, it was your play that they felt was like
2 out of 3 was from him.
Yeah, there you
2
go.
out of 3 was from him.
So Motaro, you are
Teamwork,
getting a
thanks.
new power that will last for the rest of the Legacy Clocktower series. This one is aptly powered to today's special rule. So Motaro, you will now be one of the town's lawmakers. So Motaro, once per game, you may publicly state a rule. Anybody who breaks that rule may be punished.
Okay.
Incredible.
That sounds like fun.
That is scary, giving Motaro that kind of power.
We're giving
Not
Motaro
really.
a lot of power and a lot of freedom and creativity, right?
Wow.
And we're going to bring a little bit of episode 3 with us for the rest of the year. Not too much, but enough. Chat, since we're not going to see them though, chat, get real quick, just in the chat, let me know. You guys have some cool ideas for rules that we're going to have on day 3, 4, and 5. Let me know what they were so I can share them. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna ask you, Steve, what were gonna be the other rules?
Oh, I only had 2
You didn't have
rules.
them?
I had 2 rules banked that I knew I wanted to do for gameplay reasons. And after that, I told chat they were gonna come up with crazy zany rules, and I was gonna implement whatever chat came up with. That was supposed to be the plan. Oh, Brian says Motaro is gonna make a lot. Says everyone has to acknowledge him before nominating.
Yeah.
Oh, Fact said everybody. The rule was going to be you have to be back in your seat before the timer goes off. Otherwise, you could be punished and executed.
That's a good one.
That was a big one.
Fun. I like that rule.
Oh, Julie said when people find out they're dead, they have to say their last words. Like you get one final last gasp that you have to say when you are executed or when you find out you die. That was a fun one.
All players must show up with an item from Costco.
Everybody must have an emoji and their pronouns.
Oh, there you go. There's a lot of silliness. Okay, so you can have fun with it. You can do silly stuff with it. You can do evil. If you're evil, you can do some twisted stuff with this, and if you're good, you can do some fun stuff with it. I'm excited to see what you come up with, Motaro. You're going to be joining the ranks of Denny Boy. No, not Denny. Sorry, not Denny Boy. You were.
Dave.
Yeah, put you in the poll, Denny Boy. I really loved your play tonight. You didn't win. I think you got some votes. You did have
Fredo and Dave B.
one person voted for you, Denny Boy.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Fredo.
friend.
And I was on the side. But yeah, Fredo and Dave have the one can kill once per game. One can make someone safe from the demon for the entire game. And now we get to add some zany laws. So Golden Bucket said that was your vote, Denny Boy. Shout out to Golden Bucket.
Steve, just to clarify, the Fredo, myself, Dave, there could be a game where we turn evil, right?
Oh yeah, you're not guaranteed to be
Okay.
good. Whether you're good or evil, your bonus power remains to help whichever side you're with.
Got it.
Yeah. All right.
I have a
Rob?
question, Steve. Yeah. So 2 questions. One, how many total legacy games do you think there will be? And
12.
2,
1 per month every month of the year, so 12 in the series.
Okay. And then how far in advance do you have the plan for each of the games mapped out, or are you just making it up as you go?
I have vague ideas and notes I want to hit, but I don't have it mapped out all the way to the end. Not at all.
Just curious.
Yeah. I pretty much like to respond to what happens week to week. So when evil dominated, we had evil favored setups, and now good has won twice in a row. Well, there's a lot of laws. I mean, evil's going to be in for a hard time next time. Luckily, the demon misregisters, so that should help them. This was based. So this idea I had was based off an old D&D epic game I did one time. Steve's nodding along. He might know what I'm talking about. There was a Myths of Ravenloft or Myths of Domains of Dread. There you go. Domains of Dread epic, where you as a D&D party went to a dinner party with 40 people, 50 people. It's like a big room and everyone's in their party. And you're just constantly adding crazy rules to the game that you can't break. So I wanted to take a little bit of that. I did that and it was a lot of fun. So I wanted to leverage a little bit of that and bring that zaniness and layer of silly games to Clocktower. So that was where this came from. The Domain of Dread, where it's
we solved it too quickly, Steve, but
I know.
It definitely can get crazy.
It can. It can spiral out of hand quick. In that game, every table sends a rule to the party. And this one we just did one per day. But originally I was gonna have it be a traveler, and they were responsible for making the rules. But I liked it better with Chat and I doing it.
This was really good.
Octagon says, "Can we get a playlist on YouTube of the Legacy?" I thought we had one. If we don't, I will definitely make a playlist that contains all the Legacy games. What we're gonna do actually, yeah. So we have the live streams. Nina's editing the videos to be standalone YouTube videos, like edited down, and we will make 100% a playlist of all of those. So those are still coming, probably within the month, I would hope.
I'm putting a little more work into those.
Yes, those are getting a little bit extra polish.
Nice.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it. This is sad because we finished the first game so soon. It would have been a good night for multiple games. Unfortunately, I do have other obligations I got to get to before we go too long. I was hoping it would go a little longer than day 2, but you know what? How can you ever be sad about an Alcihir win? It's kind of a, and there was a part of me that wanted to register the spy as not the spy for that, but in that world,
if I was just gonna go at some point,
it's not worth it. You can't. If you're not gonna register it, you don't do that. You don't put an Alcihir in the game if you're not willing to do that with the spy, right?
Yeah,
I think it was
I think it was really the combo of Magician and Alcihir, in particular. That made that happen the way it did.
I think it was that.
I've never seen Alcihir win before.
Eric and I knew that one of the three of us had to be evil. So
And Nina was actually already on my radar because she talked to Beck extremely short for a high priestess conversation.
I talked to Becca for a little while, but
no, it was pretty quick. You were back in town square first of everybody else.
I gotta ask, how much of your Alcihir guess was factoring in that there was a spy in play because of the engineer that claimed there to be a spy? Was that factoring in at all?
No.
Okay. So an Empath 0, you still thought Nina was the spy? I mean, you're right. It's a pretty good call.
Well, that was.
How did you guess Satan? How did you guess Satan, Eric?
Kind of process of elimination. Motaro told me he trusted a couple people. You told me a little bit, and so I just kind of working with it.
It does feel like at that point you're just kind of guessing among other people.
It was just unlucky in that point.
Yeah, at that point, Rob, it was between Quinn, Denny, and Satan.
Yep. Those are the three I had in my mind.
All right. Well,
and guess the demon for the demon. Wow, I feel profile.
And you were finally the Oho. You were so excited about being the Oho too.
I know.
Well,
I'm a little sad about that game, not gonna lie. But that's okay.
The Oho could have killed the Alcihir. The Oho could have killed the Alcihir.
But the Alcihir was neighboring me. So my long-term plan was to try to lie about Eric or Steve being my marionette, and I didn't want to let either of those go right away. Also, I didn't want to give away that it was a spy game immediately night 1.
Yeah.
What did you try to hit?
No, I tried to hit you, Megs. Because also I had talked to you day 1. I wanted to gain your trust. And do a bunch of stuff there. Yeah, I had plans. They didn't work.
Some days be like that.
All right, I'm gonna run some ads. I'm gonna find somebody.
Hindsight, I
should have
killed Quinn.
Dwight Moore's still playing. We'll probably raid Dwight for once instead of vice versa. But thanks everyone for being here. Thanks Mike for being Rob Shadow. Hope you guys have fun with Legacy. It won't be quite as late. I can pretty much tell you the date right now. For Legacy in April. Let me bring up my calendar real quick. It's gonna be the 21st, April 21st, because I am busy the week before and the week after on Monday. So guess what? It's April 21st, Monday, April 21st for Legacy 4.
That's the week.
That makes me and Eric's birthday week.
All right.
That's right.
And the week of convention.
Nice.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, that's final 3 week convention week?
Yep.
But it starts later in the week, right? Like it's midweek.
I leave on Tuesday, so I'll be good.
Perfect.
I leave on Wednesday, so that works.
Also, speaking of conventions, Las Vegas Clocktower Con coming at you October 24th to the 26th. Keep your eyes peeled. Join the Discord. Join the mailing list. Go to the website. Be ready for the venue, and you can buy your tickets to fly there, and soon you'll be able to buy your tickets to play there. All right, thanks everyone for joining me. I'm gonna find someone to raid. Until next time, we'll see you tomorrow. They're in about a little bit more than 12 hours. There will be another stream from our EU streaming time-friendly slot. So check it out, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Good night.